Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues. Mano, muçulmano, amor, islã. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Mil flor, mil cor, mil idioma. Mil cor, tipo índio. Tio por, servos de Roma. Frios por natureza morta. L'égalité pour mon peuple, s'il vous plaît. Mil pra mim, mil pro select. Ma révolution é black, noir, check. Em matière, meilleur qu'hier. Ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz. Com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde mais, verde mais, verde mais. Família.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1. Gordon kicks to Davis. Baseline J on the way. And he hits the jumper for 2.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Right side Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Conley with the 3. And finished off by Gasol.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Come on, New Orleans!
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Holiday's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Holiday, here we go. Asik with it. Gasol covering. Lots of room. The shot by Holiday, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Courtney Lee is on the wing. Stolen by Gordon. Evans dishes to Davis. Green with the block. They get it back. Asik, the pass to Holiday. Outside Gordon. Over Green. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Conley for 3. Again, Conley missing.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him. But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Boy, the Grizzlies had a good shot at winning their division last year. Ended up only 1 game behind the Rockets at the end of the season. Tough pill to swallow for them.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And for the Grizzlies, it would have been their first Southwest Division title ever last year. They remain the only team in the division to not win it yet. Houston won it last season.
Yeah, and they only went 9-7 last season within the division. That was still the best in-division record in the Southwest. Every other team went 8-8 or 7-9.
And the second free throw, good. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
And Davis sends it back.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses. He's missed everything this quarter. And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And thinking back to the Pelicans' playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asha. Cunningham comes in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Cole kicks to Evans. Now the dish to Cole. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Barnes kicks to Udrih. Picked by Randolph. And Udrih gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Cole. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. From outside, off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
So for the Pelicans, Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Pondexter in for Tyreke Evans. White, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Carter comes in for Matt Barnes. And here's Anderson from the arc.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
For New Orleans, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He misses the free throw. And he can't hit the second. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. From New Orleans, back in a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Here's Conley. Shot from 6. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Ashik. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. Green dishes to Conley. And Wright kicks to Conley. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Conley's got his second bucket tonight.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Gordon kicks to Ashik. And stolen by Wright. And it's Memphis on the break. Carter leading the charge.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Luke Babbitt comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Memphis also making some changes. Randolph comes in for Wright, and it's Barnes in for Carter. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown, Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But, yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here, for sure.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.